Righto, welcome back. Bit of progress. I haven't filmed everything. There's been a million videos on how to pull out a seat box, yada yada yada. So I guess, yeah, pulled out the seats. Like I said in an earlier video, they're all bolted to a flip up frame with the two mounts at the back there, and then there's those two clips at the front, so basically the seats fold up so you can access your battery and your little toolbox over there. So yeah, removed all the floor pan pieces, the gearbox cowl. I stripped a bit out of the side of the dash and the little cover around the steering wheel shaft. I've pulled off the roof lining. Basically I had to do that. Well, I did that because one, I didn't want to damage it. Two, as good as they are, the original linings, I think I'll get them redone because the camo just ain't doing it for me. Plus, I'll have to pull them out anyway to get those one, two, I think there's 4 more bolts over in the to the roof across the top of the windows, and getting a socket in there. Just with that, it's a bit of a tight old operation in there without damaging it. So but you know, the old easy step, just get those bolts out. Well, there's 2 more steps before that to make that happen. So basically the safari roof vents, they're all riveted in, so drill them out, get that off, then I can access the hood lining. Once I've got access to that, I can take it out and then I can get to the bolts. So that's a pretty common Land Rover trend I've found so far whilst I've been doing a little bit in here. So basically, seat box is I think it's pretty loose here. Yeah, look at that, she's ready to go. So basically, from what I've found, all the bolts have been generally pretty new. I find that it's probably someone's already done that lifetime resto on it already, so I'm probably pretty lucky to take on this one, because there's just things I've found, like when I pulled this the big aluminium floor pan out, it's all been siliconed all the way around. Someone's put down in here, well, a new battery box pan. It's made up of stainless steel. Done a pretty good job. And then just things like, I guess, all the cowlings have got foam on them, and like all this in here, someone's gone a lot of trouble and rust proofed everything in there and really laid it up. So I think to this point I've probably, well, I had to drill out some the old bottom door, the classic bottom door hinges down here, the long bolts. There was a couple of these that were spinning, but yeah, all in all, bulkhead looks pretty good. Had an issue up here, but that's probably a Land Rover. You're probably not Land Rovering if you haven't snapped one of those bad boys. The other one came off fine. This one, gonna have to re-tap him, but that's no big deal. Yeah, obviously doors come off. They were Defender doors, but up here I've got the original doors off this, which came with the vehicle. 4 bolts to go to get the roof off, and once that's off, I've started mucking around with the undoing some of the safari roof spacer bolts there, and basically that's why you need to pull that lining off to get to those nuts to get it off, because it does have some bit of damage up there, as you can see, but it's not too much. The roof's in real good nick, but basically that's going to come off and redo all that, pull it apart. Yeah, there's only a couple of bolts that I've had to hack off, which is probably a bit of a rarity, but yeah, pretty much everything I've pulled off, as you can see in there. Everything's been labelled for all the parts, because I do have a stage 1 ute as well, and now I've got surplus parts, so I'm just making sure I don't mix them up. But yeah, once I get the seat box out, yeah, roof come off, and then we'll have a bit of a crack. I did find some rust, and it's down in the usual suspects on that outrigger. All the other, and it's exactly the same on the other outrigger on the other side, but that seems to be the only one. So bit of luck, be able to get into that. These side steps will be coming off. I'd like to put the sills back on the side, because as much as they are, they're actually a bit high to step onto. But anyway, apart from that, everything's going pretty well. Yeah, that's about it. Like the dash is in good nick, and I reckon it's had a rewire too, because when I pulled the side of the dash out, if you look closely, someone's actually ran a whole conduit through the bottom of that, across the dash there, with all the wires in there. So yeah, what can I say? I feel a bit lucky seeing all those blokes using nut splitters, and haven't got the oxy out yet, but watch your space. But anyway, things are going alright. But once I get the body off, and then that'll be the next video, and then start stripping it out, and then I'll start on the front part, pulling the motor out, getting the gearbox out. Yeah, there's a fair bit of slop. You can hear it. I was wondering what it was, but I won't do it now. But when I had it jacked up, when it was driving it, going from first to reverse, there's a massive lot of backlash, and my feelings, it's in the gearbox. So anyway, they're all rivers to cross, I suppose. But yeah, apart from that, just been ticking along. Just got power to my shed. Just actually finished everything off, so she's good to go. Anyway, thanks for watching. See, it isn't so. That easy.